And we're back with our NBA playoff plays. Today we're going to wrap up our game fours, and we're going to get into our first game five of the NBA playoffs. So let's get to it. Unfortunately, the Houston Rockets wasn't eliminated yesterday, so very upset about that. But we're going to begin today with the Orlando Magic versus the Detroit Pistons. Again, I keep saying it. This is an odd matchup for the Pistons. The Pistons are a lot better than what they look like against the Magic. But remember, matchups make the fights, right? The styles make the fights. And Orlando is just like one of the worst matchups for the Pistons, even though like the Pistons are a much better team. I think that shows again tonight in game four. I think game four goes to the Orlando Magic. Everybody's going to be shocked. The Orlando Magic go up 3-1. That's my prediction. This one I wouldn't put too much stock into. Why? Because again, the Pistons are the better team and their backs are against the ropes. But I do think with Orlando's aggression, I think Desmond Bane has a big night and shows why the Memphis Grizzlies while the Orlando Magic traded for Desmond Bane, and I think they go up 3-1 tonight. Some plays to watch out for. I think Paolo gets an 8-8, at least 8 rebounds, 8 assists. I think he's a triple-double threat. I think he finally completes the triple-double of the series today. Asar Thompson, I'll go under on whatever points prediction that they have him at today, because he looked like super not confident last game, even though he went over on this point. So I think that'll carry over today. I don't think he scores more than 10. Everything else, Cade, maybe 5 rebounds, but anything else, that's pretty much it for that game. Next game, the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Phoenix Suns. Again, this is a wash. Should be a sweep, but hey, we didn't get a sweep with the Lakers, so maybe the Suns fight back tonight. No Jalen Williams. Shea may score more, right? He had 40 last game, right? Maybe a 35 piece, at least 30 tonight. No J-Dub, so probably 30. Colin Gillespie, I would say look out for at least a 4-on-4 from him. Devin Booker, they turned that man into a full-blown playmaker, so you can't even count too much on points. I just avoid that series. Just count on the Oklahoma City Thunder probably putting it away, and if they don't put it away today, they'll put it away the next game. That game is a wash. Series is a wash. The exciting series, right? The interesting is like the most interesting series going on right now. The Denver Nuggets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Why is it so interesting? Because Jaden McDaniels, he's been talking a lot of junk and actually been backing it up. Jokic's defense is finally being, talked about in the media, but Ant Edwards is out officially. Yeah, we know he was playing hurt, but now he's officially out for the series. And how are the Minnesota Timberwolves going to respond, right? Like, are they going to fold? They only got one game to win, coming back from 3-1. Well, that's not something the Nuggets are, foreign to. They have, come back from 3-1, I believe, 2 times, right? And Jokic's tenure, right? Against the Utah Jazz, I believe, one time, and against the Los Angeles Clippers. Yeah, I think it was like in the same playoff run, so maybe they could turn back that 2020 clock. And the Timberwolves aren't a 50-win team, so it's possible, right? Nuggets don't beat 50-win teams, but Jokic obviously triple-double threat nightly. Dosunmu, right? I don't even know if I'm saying his name right? Dosunmu. I never knew how to say his name right, but listen. He might be due for another triple-double. You saw that 40-piece last game. He might be due for another triple-double. Julius Randle is on assist watch too. He might get over 6 assists. Just pay attention to that. But Ayo is on triple-double watch, and if you catch his odds, obviously don't put too much into it, but he might go for one. That might be a change your life, what I call it, a change your life parlay right there. Ayo, he killed him for 40 last time. He's on triple-double watch today, especially with Ant out. And Mike Conley starting doesn't really help that case. If Mike Conley wasn't starting, you just had Ayo, it'd be like I lock it in definitely. Right now is but that would be the play that'll change your life if it hits, So do with that information what you will, and that's the plays. Oh, I forgot to say, I don't know. Do Denver fight back? I got to see how the Timberwolves start out. I can't really give a super prediction on that game, but if you make me pick, I say I'm gonna go with the Wolves close it out. But I'm not confident in that. Stay away from that. The only real confident one I am in today is the Oklahoma City Thunder packing them up in the Orlando Magic, defending the home court. And that's your picks for today.